All right. Hello, hello. Welcome to Sticks and Leather Sports. I'm
What up, y'all? What
Montavani.
up?
Got
What
my
was
dad.
down? Was good, y'all?
We got Darren here. We locked in. Listen, man. It's big game hunting today.
Listen, you see, I'm cheesing. I'm
We both
cheesing,
cheesy.
and I'm wearing the shirt for a reason. You
You
understand?
feel me?
So far, man.
Oh my gosh. An incredible win by the Jets, beating the last undefeated team for the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Both teams coming into to this game. The two last undefeated teams, San Francisco 49ers and the Eagles, and they both lost today. I watched the game
Took those
earlier.
battles. Right.
Yeah, I watched the game earlier. I'm like, they got undefeated, they got defeated. I'm like, listen, they just gotta keep this going. We gotta keep this going. We I think we played them 12 times. We played the Eagles 12 times. We lost all
Number
12
one.
matches, never won. So this
Right.
was the day. This
Never
was a
beat.
statement win, man.
This was
How
a
you feel
day.
about it? How you
Right.
feel about
We
it?
needed it. I feel great. I'm be honest with you. If we go back a couple episodes, I think our forecast that we were supposed to lose this game, right? If I'm not
Uh,
mistaken.
yeah.
I think I said that. I think we both kind of. I mean, even though optimistically we wanted them to win, but we kind of was like, oh, we might go. Like I said, if we want to go 3-3,
Well, hold on, hold on. No, correction. But previously, like one of the
uh,
first episodes when we did the kind of season outlook, it
uh,
was three. Our record was gonna be 3-3 with this game being a loss, but we kind of updated it last couple episodes where we kind of said, listen, the Eagles haven't been playing too hot. They haven't been fine
mhm,
on all cylinders. This
right.
this this might be a win. We could possibly win this match to make us 3-3. So
So
give us
that's
our
what I agree
flowers.
with you. Yeah, that's what we were saying. So when we said that, like I said, optimistically we wanted to win, but realistically we thought we were going.
Right.
Because we didn't think like Zach wasn't looking too good at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Zach's been improving every game since like that debacle. I want to say with the Patriots,
Yeah.
he's been improving every game. So like I said today, I seen it was tight. Like Philly couldn't really get off like Philly gets off. You know, Philly gets off and usually score first possession, whatever the case was. They was getting off. I think they got a what was it? A touchdown, right? But it was like a fluky touchdown, like a little sneak, and you know how they do, a little
Yeah.
sneak and play
Yeah.
they always do, a little fluky. That we give them that, but they wasn't really moving around and getting explosive plays. Like they wasn't up 20, 20 to zip on us in the first quarter. So we kept it close.
Yes.
And I kept saying, man, I said, yo, if we can keep our composure, and the coach, which I respect, I gave him much props today because the decision making that he did was phenomenal. He could have been greedy and said, hey, we could have went down for it on that fourth down play. He said, we got in the field goal range. They just kicked the field goal. They kicked the field goal, which gave us momentum in going to the second half.
Mm-hmm.
Second half came and the defense was still on point. It was still a close game. Um, I think it was, I don't know if it was 12, 14 yet or was still 9,
At what
14.
point? At what point?
By the time the second half,
Second half it was 14 49 at that
14-9.
halftime.
So it's a halftime. So by the time I had stepped out, and by the time I got back in, I seen that it was 12-14. So I'm like, all right, if we can get, if we can limit their possession and limit them to just field goals, all we need is a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
And the big play happened, the big turnover happened. We and shout out to the Williams brothers. They was
The
balling
Williams
back to
brothers
back
dominating.
weeks, dominating back to back weeks, bro. Last week the other brothers scored, made a fumble. Then this week your other brother made the interception. So it was dope, and believe it or not, we was down. When I say down, we had so many injuries in our corners, our secondary. Even our
Then
linemen were getting hurt. It looked like we were going down bad, and we still kept our composure. We still was close in the game, bro. And that defense, like always, saves the day and made the big play, bro. The big interception, bro, on Jalen.
you know the thing is, our defense. We know at this point, coming into the season, it's been well established. We live and we die by the way our defense plays. This
Right.
season, this season, where I credit Zach and credit our offensive coordinator Hackett.
Hackett. Yes.
They they didn't do any major mistakes. They
Nah, man,
played the
they kept it
offense.
simple.
Yeah, they kept
Mm-hmm.
it simple. Jalen, on the other hand, four turnovers. Okay, I mean Jalen had like what two interceptions? No, three interceptions. He had
It
three
was three.
interceptions. Yeah, three interceptions.
Ooh.
I think it was a fumble on Dallas
Yeah, the
Goddard.
fumble.
Goddard.
Right.
Um, so they made plays, but the thing is, we didn't make the big turnover. If you look at last week, the game was going well, and then
Mm-hmm.
the crucial turnover that kind of
Just became right.
just
The almost
ruined
changed the
things.
game. Right.
Exactly. So we had to make sure that we didn't do that this week, and they went out and they made the right plays. The offense was, I mean, I think the biggest point with the offense that just like
Uh-huh.
a hair pulling moment was the Aaron Rodgers esque play by Zach, forcing the defense to jump off sides. We get the free play.
uh,
So now you're thinking, yo, let's just throw the ball downfield. Gets it to
mm-hmm.
Garrett crossing the field, and Lazard. I mean,
The,
listen, when you get,
he trying to kill mommy. I'm sorry. I don't
listen,
know
man,
why. He just trying to kill him.
it's
I'm like,
natural though.
you don't
It's
have to do
natural.
that. Yeah, it's
It's natural
natural, but
though. It's natural. You see the
he,
guy
he,
coming across, you licking his chops like,
bro,
yeah, it's over.
size.
He didn't need to do that.
You see him, he said, "Oh, that's open food," and he wants to take him out.
I mean, listen. I give these guys a little leeway. Like all their career, they've been doing these blow up blocks. But seeing these guys just side
Back.
shuffling, all of that. They got to get it in their heads. Like this was a bone crushing call, where again we lose the 15 yards, and then after that, on top of it, the next play, Zach rolls out,
Mm-hmm.
gets the ball right in his chest. I'm talking about Lazard. So you just finished
Mm-hmm.
getting the penalty to lose us the 15 yards. And then he
Right.
drops the next play. I was like, bro,
So
you
listen.
killing us, man.
even even if you saying that, it was even a play where it's Keenan, right? Queenan, right?
Well, Quinnen.
Yeah, Queenan, yeah. He
Hmm.
wanted to that's like always get the brothers mixed up with the name.
Hmm.
So the defensive lineman, not the linebacker.
Quincy.
That's a defensive lineman, right?
Yeah. No.
He
Quinnen is the defensive tackle, and Quincy
He's a
is the
linebacker.
linebacker. Yeah.
So Quentin, yeah, he remember when they did a rush for Jalen Hurts.
Hmm.
He had to push the Hurts right after the play. And but he realized it was a stupid mistake. He got penalized. When he got penalized, remember they got the 15 yard, they got the first down, whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the cameras on coach. And coach was like, what a fucking don't play. Like if you read his lips, even the commentator, like you could tell what he just said with a fucking don't play. Like he didn't want to curse though, but actually he was cursing at him like I'm like, yo, bro, it's after the play. And he knew it was stupid because after he pushed him, he trying to help him up, like, oh my bad. Like, but it was too
Oh,
late, man.
that
Like,
was the Quinnen. Was that the Quinnen play when he was roughing the passer?
yeah, roughing the passer, yeah. He
Yeah, I
pushed
remember
him,
that.
he
He
trying
was
to help
like,
him quick. Like,
he was
yeah,
like,
he
ah,
yeah, like I said, they was
oh my
making like I
gosh,
said, Philly was making they was making plays, but it wasn't like those big plays that will take the momentum out the game.
yeah.
So for the fact that we kept it so close, and usually, and I'll give it to it's another thing where I give it to the Jets. Usually, Philly usually thrive in those situations.
Hmm.
Those those fourth quarter, those comebacks, through controlling the clock. They usually thrive in those situations. So when the Jets scored, I was a little upset because I didn't want the Jets to score, and then for the fact that Philly had so much time
It was a
to
minute
make a
40,
drive,
the minute and
49 or
40.
something. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
in the clock. So I'm like, damn, they could have just ran the ball on the goal line and forced Philly to take their timeout, and then they didn't even have to score. They could have
Because
just kicked the field goal.
the defense didn't even try to tackle him. Like there's one guy who was just the safety was just like put his two hands on him. And I remember Mark
The Eagles,
Sanchez,
yeah,
yeah, the Eagles. Mark Sanchez
yeah,
was like, nobody was trying to tackle this guy. He was hoping. He said he was hoping that the coaches would kind of say this on the sideline and communicate
yeah.
this to the team. Yo, let's let's run it up, but don't go in the end zone as of
End
yet,
zone,
because
they go down.
we only needed we could have just got the field goal
Yeah,
and,
field goal, and we
and
still would have won
sealed
the
it.
game.
But again, it was more so like, yo, let's punch it in. We got this opportunity.
Uh-huh.
And I think this was good for the defense in a sense where, I mean, the offense was that the offense at multiple occasions, we were like 0 and 5 in red zone. So I think that was a moment where the offense could be like, yo, we punched it in. Let's give them back. We're gonna give them back the ball, but we're gonna give them back the ball with a lead, and we actually scored. Because I mean, come on, man, we were I think 0 and 5 going
Mm-hmm.
into the red zone. Same thing like last week, which was demoralizing at times. And then on top of it too, the one saving grace I can say that the offense did well this today was
Mm-hmm.
that we didn't fill them up with three and outs over and over. We actually held on to the ball for a good portion of time before we ended up giving the ball back. Whether it's we had a lot of field goals. I'm trying to pull up the stat line for Greg the Leg. I think he had like what four?
Yeah, that's how.
Let me
Yo, you
see.
saying that? I'm about to be like, remember, he was Hall was our only score touchdown, right?
Yeah,
So
Greg was
yeah,
four
so
for four. Greg was four for
four
four
for
today.
four. He was phenomenal.
Yeah, he was lights out. And again, the defense, the offense, we had the ball for. I'm trying to see if I could get the possession stat line, but all I know is we wasn't giving the ball out like three and outs.
No, not at all. We was moving. We was actually moving the ball. Shout out to Garrett Wilson too. He played phenomenal. It
Yeah,
was
he
time
did.
that he got banged out. He went out and he came back in, and still was going through the middle. Still was doing what he had to do, and he was moving the rock, man. I credit to him and our tight end, bro. I see you out there, brother. You've been trying to make big plays, even though it was one play put out of bounds. I see you, bro.
Who you talking about?
Um,
Oh,
your boy Conklin.
Conklin. Yeah,
Yeah, he's been showing off. Like
yeah.
I
No, he
said, once
has.
the
He has.
once the offense starts moving the way I've seen a couple of plays where the protection. I know. Shout out to Vera Tucker. I know you out for the season. Get well
Yeah,
soon, brother.
for sure. Hats
Um,
off.
recovery. But I know the guy that's filling into you. I know it was a broken play, but it was a rollout, play action rollout. And when Zach came around, one of the guys was right there, and Zach didn't know what to do. He got sacked.
It was Riddick.
So yeah, so when I seen that, and I'm like, maybe, like I said, it was a difference, kind of like the Aaron Rodgers play.
Hmm.
But this time, like I said, Zach is more athletic, and he tried to kind of break it, but it was too many yards and got pushed back. So the
Yeah,
fact,
that was a big sack, man. I was
yeah, that's a big
pissed.
sack. So I feel like once they start, like I said, start getting even more comfortable, and like I said, Zach is doing well managing the ball, not turning the ball in,
Yeah.
not forcing it. He's he's dumping it off to his check downs. If he's not there, he's running. He's doing it out. He's not forcing the play. He's not forcing the move. And this is why I'm saying Zach is being a good leader. I think even just Aaron just still being in his ear, still
Hmm.
talking to him, still being in the presence of the football team, I think that's giving him the confidence. Hackett, the win last week is giving him even more confidence for him to want to just say, if we could beat Philly, we could beat anybody.
Right.
we just beat the Broncos. 2 game win streak, and now we're going into the bye. So I feel like they should feel off this win. They should feel amazing. Without Aaron Rodgers, you're 3-3. Unfortunately, you lost to the
Patriots.
Cowboys, Patriots, and Kansas City. Kansas City was a close game. You can tip
Yeah.
your hat to them. That's what gave them the confidence. I think playing
I
the
mean,
Kansas City game,
I
knowing
mean,
how
look,
to control the tempo.
and looking
Like,
back, looking back on it, I think the worst loss is to the Patriots. Look at how the Patriots looking now. That loss
yeah,
is
exactly.
just devastating, man. That team is
That's
trash.
devastating. So you know how that is the division. I always say that's a trap game. Division games are always trap games.
Yeah.
So they know your opponent no matter what it is. They know what you run.
Hmm.
So I felt like with the Patriots, I thought it was our time was due for us to beat them. But we're gonna see them again. We're gonna take care of
Yeah,
business
for
with them.
sure.
But
And
that,
just
like I said,
and just getting back to the possession. The possession, the Eagles had 30 minutes and 44 seconds with the ball. The Jets had 29-16. I think that
mm,
was one of the biggest differences in this game was that the
mm,
Jets did not have multiple three and outs. The offense was actually moving throughout the
right,
field. It really was a position field battle, really.
yeah,
Yeah, like it was, we would get the turnover, we would get ourselves in a good position. Shout out to the defense again. They got the turnovers, we got in good field position. You
right.
knew with that field position, you was coming out of there with at least a field goal. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bro. That's all I wanted, though. If we could have get the touchdown, at least leave with some points.
Exactly.
Don't get the sack when you're out of field goal range. You have to no. And this is and like I said, I commend the whole staff because like I said, they knew how to manage the game. They called the plays to him. Um, it was a couple explosive plays too, some deep throws to Garrett to
Garrett, the
they
33
stopped him.
yard, the 33 yard, not, 9 yard, route on the right
Uh
side. He jumped over the corner, caught it.
huh.
It
Yeah,
was phenomenal. We
they
needed
sacked
that
it, right.
because we was back then. I think it was at the 10-yard line.
Uh huh.
Um, and that play really got us our own side of the field and
Right.
put us in a good position.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, today it was a good day because for the fact that the 49ers lost, and that was a surprise game. 'Cause, Cleveland has a good defense as well.
Yeah,
And I thought, matter of fact, they're ranked the best defense in the NFL. And even though we still thought 49ers would crush them. And even from like the first series of the game, McCaffrey scored easy.
hmm
I said, okay, I'm like, this is gonna be a regular point. I'm gonna win the game. Philly gonna do their thing. You know how that is. I got some Philly fans, some friends that Philly fans. So you already know I wasn't talking too much shit this week. Nah.
Me
So,
too.
all right,
How
cool.
was it?
Yeah, for real, I ain't saying nothing. I was like, I know what it is already. We might give y'all a fight, but I mean,
But I think
so
that was the
for the
biggest
fact,
thing, though. That would have been the biggest coming into this game. It was,
uh-huh,
can we get pressure on Jalen
the
Hurts?
quarterback,
Yeah,
and we
if we
did.
can,
We
and
did.
we did that. And but honestly, I was, for me, man, coming into this game, I wasn't like on it like that. So
Mhm.
I had my Sauce jersey. I'm like Sauce ready to play today. And then I'm
Yeah,
seeing
see,
Hall, I'm seeing
yo,
James. I'm like, what's
why
going
you why
on?
you win? Why you wear the source jersey? That's why he ain't played today, bro.
It's me, bro. It's me.
Oh my
I can't be wearing
god,
these
man.
jerseys, bro. But
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on? So now, Hulk came off of a great performance last week.
Oh yes,
So
yeah.
and he did his thing
Today,
again today.
today.
Um, that's what two. That's two. Well, was that him that scored the scoop and score? Yeah, it was him that did the scoop and score. Yes, last week. He did the
Was it
scoop and score
no?
last
Yeah,
week.
oh yeah, it was, yeah, it
Yeah,
was,
he
it
did
was,
scoop and
it
score
was, it
last
was him,
week.
yeah.
Got an interception this week. I mean, the guy's been balling and going up
He's been
against
balling.
one of the best receivers in the game, hands down, and Brown. So he did his thing,
Listen,
man.
you got to think about it. before we had Sauce, he was on God.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
He was
He
on
was.
God. So he stepped up for him being our. I want to say he's one of our slots because Carter usually if anybody's on the field is Sauce, is Reed, is Carter, and then it's Hall.
Hmm.
So he stepped up today because
Big time.
I got the news yesterday. I thought, like I said, I thought it was because I didn't hear from Adam Chester and nothing like that. I wasn't really in depth with it, so I'm just hearing floating news that Sauce and Reed wasn't playing. Then I'm hearing just Reed and somebody else not playing, but Sauce is gonna play. I turn the game on, I don't see none of them.
None of them,
So
bro.
that's what kind of had me skeptical. Yesterday, I'm like, damn, we definitely gonna lose if none of them is playing. And I mean, our defense gonna suck because we had like the third string. We had somebody that we signed off the practice squad. I think
Yup.
it's Rivers. We signed off the practice squad. So I was like I said, I was skeptical because I'm like, I want us to win, but I'm not chest out, head high, like yo,
The
confident.
confidence.
You
The
know what I'm
confidence
saying?
wasn't
Yeah,
there.
it wasn't there. So I'm like, all right, man. Like I said, we overcame this win, man, and like I said, that's a big confidence booster.
It's
Like you
massive.
can't go into massive, bro. Like I want to be in the locker room after that win because now you go into a bye week, you get your rest up your players, you
Hmm.
get your mind right, and you could prepare for your opponent, and you know who our opponent is going to be.
Our
We don't have to
opponent.
go. You don't have to travel nowhere, baby. We're gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
right home.
I'm bugging. It's the Giants,
Yeah,
man. Giants. Yes, yes,
exactly.
yes.
You don't gotta go nowhere. So yeah, bro.
It's
Like I
it's
said, man, it's looking good right now. The schedule's about to get a little easier.
that's what it is. This was the major hump coming into this
Hmm.
season. You knew the first batch of games are gonna be tough, man. And if you could just make
Yeah,
this out where we're not, no major injuries and all this other stuff, which that didn't work out, but we came out here at 3-3. We
three and
came out
three.
here at
Yo,
3-3.
500 teams on a bye week. What else can we say? I think we kind of predicted this, Monty, if I'm not mistaken.
We
We
did, man.
predicted going 3-3, and we said we could come back and we come back from the bye week, and we could go on another little win streak
We got
because
the
all the teams are
Giants,
capable of getting beat.
Giants, Chargers. Uh,
Capable of getting beat.
that's gonna be a
Giants
game.
capable of getting beaten.
Raiders.
Very capable of
That
getting beat. Who else?
Bills. We already did it already.
Yeah, we did them already. Who else?
Dolphins. That's gonna be a challenge,
Dolphins. Yeah, that's tough, but I believe in our defense.
right? Falcons,
Falcons,
Texans. Come on.
could be beaten. Texans could be beaten.
Wait, yeah, Texans are really surprising
I
people,
like
man.
Texans.
Yeah, they
They be surprised, but he a rookie.
right.
He gotta go through the air. He gotta go through
Yeah,
the trenches, man.
the trenches exactly. Our defensive line, man, really putting
And
people to test. Okay,
exactly,
um,
bro.
and then we got Tua again. We got the
Mm-hmm.
Commanders, a scrappy team, the Browns,
Happy
and
team,
the
beatable.
Patriots. Bro, this the schedule,
This
man.
is the schedule. Thank you. This
Yo,
is
this
why we
looks.
was looking. This is why we were supposed to make the play.
Mhm.
Because when they looked at the schedule and they believed that before Aaron got hurt, this is a team that could probably be what what we could finish the season 11 and not 11 what 12 games this season 12, 13 and 3 or something
12.
like that.
Right, right.
So they could finish the season and win the whole rest of those games. But for the fact that now due to the circumstances with with Aaron, with our O line, um, both of them being out for the season, now it could be we could still end up finishing maybe a 12, maybe with a 10 or 11 win team. It can still happen.
Okay.
So let's say let's just hopefully they keep their confidence up. Everybody can stay healthy. Nobody do nothing stupid during that bye week. Um, You can stay focused. Just focus on the Giants.
They just
If
gotta
they're
get rested.
struggling,
Rested.
yeah, that's it. Just be
Get
rested,
rested.
bro.
Get rested, man. Because
And
the defense really showed out, man. My guy
they
Johnson,
need it.
Johnson
Oh, I
freaking
seen him.
ball out. I'm talking about the hit off the right on the elbow to
Yeah,
cause the little lollipop interception.
bro. Your boy
Man,
CJ. Your boy CJ
CJ with the punch.
with the punch.
Fumble.
I say, yo, that's a real leader. He's making plays, and it's not the big. It's the little thing, the
It's the little
tackles
things, man.
behind the backfield,
I was worried though
like
on
the
that
stop.
fumble because you remember
Yeah,
last
yeah,
year.
he trying to.
No,
Yeah,
because
man.
last year we didn't get not one fumble recovery. I don't remember. I don't know if you remember that. We were terrible. We would cause fumbles, but never pick
We
them
would have
up. So
recovered.
I remember Quincy picked it up,
You
lost
know,
it.
and he almost
I'm
took it,
like,
almost gave
yo,
it
get
back
on
to
the
them. Yeah,
ball. So when the rest was like that, I was like, let's go. So
yeah, but
big
yeah,
play, man.
he played. But like I said, it was a lot of wow, it was a lot of turnovers. Now you saying this, it was a lot of turnovers, a lot
A
of
lot of
big plays,
you
bro.
got the who was it? It was yeah, Johnson again, where he punched
Uh
it out of Goddard's hands and landed right in Quinnen's hands for the what is that?
for
That's
the interception.
is it interception or
Nah,
fumble?
yeah, they called
They
the
call it
interception.
interception. Okay, but it's so
I thought
weird.
at first I thought it was a fumble, bro. I'm like, oh, it's a fumble. But then they called it an interception. I'm like, wow. So I think when they should have. I didn't see the replay again, but at that point,
They said
my first
interception.
glance, yeah, I thought it was a fumble. But on the news, he was like, oh, interception. So I was like, ah.
Yeah,
When I
I was
see the
like, let's
replay,
go. Let's take it.
let's
We
go. It
out.
don't matter, man. I want him to take it to the house, but you see,
Hey, hey,
somebody hit
I
him down low. We'll go for him.
yo, that's what I was worried about too. I was like, yo, I hope he'll get injured, man.
Yeah, man.
Big
Yo,
fella, big
yo,
fella was
big fella.
moving too fast, man.
Bro, listen, bro. Yo,
And
it was
another guy we can't forget about this guy.
dude.
If you're not careful, he gonna huff and puff, and he gonna blow your house down. Yo, my guy Huff balled
Yo,
out again.
bold that, and like I said, certain things that people that might not see, but you see it, I see it. How many times he was in Jalen Hurts' face?
Too many, bro. It was like
Too many, bro.
four or
And
five,
those,
man.
just because you don't get the stats, it, all that matters is the pressure to get you out the pocket, to get you out of rhythm, to get you out of motion. Like, and that's what he was doing. And every play you just kept seeing Huff. It was just one play Huff try to I think that's how the interception happened. Huff try to get him out the pocket,
Mhm.
but when he tried to get him and try to get the sack, Jalen came out the pocket. One of the guys on the lineman blocked Huff. But the way how he did it got Jalen out the pocket, which was smart. They hit Jalen to try to throw the ball, and he had to throw the ball with the interception. Like, he got him off his rhythm.
Beautiful.
And I
Huff
was like,
had Huff had 1.5 sacks today and
he
one
won't.
tackle for loss.
How many? I'm gonna say how many freaking pressure? Like,
Hmm.
he probably pressured the quarterback how many times? Like, if they had that stat up, bro, he was
Yeah,
literally
that's the
in that
advanced
guy's face.
stats probably.
Yeah, that's a yeah. You know what I mean?
Got that.
He really was on like every play. He really was there. So yeah, man. Like I said, shout out to him, man. And let me ask you, have you seen our rookie? Has he been playing? McDonald.
Who?
McDonald.
Oh no,
Our
no.
lineman. You haven't seen
I,
him, right?
I think I don't know if he suited. I don't think he suited up because I saw um what's his name, Lawson. I saw Lawson today. I think anytime they one suits up, the other one's not suiting up.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know, it's a
okay, okay.
numbers
Yeah,
game. I know the
yeah,
secondary was
it's a
bad,
lot.
so
It's a
yeah,
lot. It's a lot. We got a lot of linemen, bro. Between McDonald, Jermaine Johnson, and Lawson, and we got Huff on the other side. Like they
it's
use Huff
so
as a
many.
linebacker lineman. It's so many, bro.
Yeah, he had to take a seat
So
because the secondaries hit up bad, so they had to call somebody up. So
right. That's
it's a numbers game.
another talent.
But
Another talent.
listen, we got the win. This was a phenomenal win, a statement win. I think a win for a team that needed it coming into the season and having
Mm-hmm.
such a big pivot that needed to be done. Zach has
Mm-hmm.
done an excellent job in just not doing the major error to like kill the game. He's
Mm-hmm.
showing improvements. Obviously, if we're gonna win, you know, the next couple of games, just looking at the season, there's gonna be a time where Zach does need to show out. I'm talking about like stats wise, he's gonna have to show out. I mean, 19 to 33, 186 yards. I mean, it's not a crazy game, but he just did enough to get it done. I mean, our red zone at this point is atrocious. We're not scoring in the red zone. That's got to change. And this is being
Right.
realistic. Like we got the win. I'm happy about it. But if we look at the outlook of the season, we have a lot of winnable games. We can't keep doing this 0-5. Coming out there empty-handed. We're gonna need
Right.
touchdowns.
Right.
These field goals, man. It really just drives you crazy. Where you like, yo, if the defense slips up one time, like the lead's gonna be lost. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
they're gonna have to get this whole situation in the red zone. I mean, the Jets are they're never even on red zone. Like
Right.
we never finish it out. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll show you a couple plays of this Jets, but they never finish off with a touchdown.
That's
So
the whole thing, bro. Like, that's what I say. I feel like I agree with you on everything you just said. I feel like we gotta work on our red zone packaging
yeah,
when we get in that area because, like I said, man, we have plays, but I don't know, bro, because we have a running back that we could punch in. We don't have a power running back
hmm
that you know what I mean that can really give you those extra 5 yards or something like that. We got elusive running backs as far as Bryce Hall and Dalvin Cook. So I feel like we have packages where we can get them involved a little, where they can be out open field, make plays, or even with Garrett, you can tell Zach Wilson, Garrett, that's his favorite target.
of
Because
course.
he went to Garrett, like, I want to say, how like at least 13 times for the
Uh,
game. So you
targeted.
could consider that.
Garrett had 12 targets in total, 8
See,
receptions, 90 yards with
see,
33
bro, that's
yard long.
favorite target, bro. At least
Yeah,
for the past 2 games now.
yeah.
So, and you can tell Wilson is always in his ear after when they go to the sideline, letting them know such and such. Like, so you can tell like the trust is there with Wilson. Like, that's why Wilson goes to Wilson because
I
the
mean,
trust is there.
and this game in particular, they were talking about Bradbury, how Bradbury's, he's most of the time he's used to
We
bigger
were
receivers. So
told receivers, but yeah,
he was giving him the yardage so he wouldn't get burned. So
right.
Garrett was gonna eat today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
he did, he did.
sucked. It just sucked that we didn't finish it though, man. That one
I
play with it,
know that
he
one
almost
play.
mossed
Yeah,
him though. He almost mossed him.
he
Remember that
did though,
play?
bro. Who, Zach, not
With
Zach. Garrett.
Garrett when he did the one hand,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it
He set up
almost.
he almost, bro.
I
But
was
like I say,
like,
he gave up
wow.
too many yards.
Yeah, he
He
did.
gave up too many yards. That's what he played. He played it good. Bradbury played it good. He kind of
Listen,
one handed. I like he tried to do it. What game was that he did that against?
that was the Bills game.
The Bills game. Yeah, when he did one
Uh,
hand. You know,
it-
like,
we needed some of that magic, today. But either way, we got the win. This bye week, I think that has to be the number one directive. Like, how can we finish these drives? Because they put
right.
these drives together, but they got to finish. And one thing I got to say that
Mm-hmm.
I loved again, and I said it before too, is the possession. They gave this
Mm-hmm.
defense a chance because I remember tweeting this out too. I was like, hey, like if this, I think it was the first drive that Eagles got where they, where Hurts was able to lunge and get the touchdown. That drive was like 7 minutes. It was like 7 minutes. It was like 5 or 7 minutes. And I'm saying to
uh,
myself, yo, this defense, if the offense gets the ball and we get 3 and out, we're in trouble. because this
Yeah,
defense
they're
was
gonna
just
be
exhausted.
exhausted. Yeah, they're gonna be tired out.
So they was gonna be tired. But what we did, we had the ball for a good amount of time. And I don't know if we ended up scoring, but either way, they solved that problem with actually having longer drives. Now the next step is how can we finish these drives with touchdowns? So
Mhm.
that got to be the number one goal going into this bye week, man. They got to solve this thing out, and
I agree.
you know,
And
coming into
and,
the yeah,
and I'm gonna say I agree with you. And for us to be healthy, we
yeah,
need. I know there was a lot of guys that was out today. So basically, whoever was out today, they have this week and next week to really put to really rest up. And it feels better to rest up after a win. So
of
I feel like
course,
these guys will come back. He will be eager and ready to play off that win for the guys that didn't get to play. Um, I know there's some news with I don't know if they're gonna handle that during the bye week because after the bye week it's gonna be I know it's gonna be close to the trade deadline. So
hmm
with that being said, I know they was looking at Nico Hardman. They've been talking about his role in the offense and how he's not getting any like no any production, and they're looking in the market. They're putting him in the market, so there might be some offers for him. So look for that in the near future. Um, probably between now and the bye week,
yeah.
and also another thing, man, I've been noticing Aaron Rodgers been throwing the ball a lot lately.
Oh, we saw him.
Yeah,
We saw him.
so I don't know what's been, I don't know what's going on, and I've been hearing him speaking to Pat McFay and so Aaron saying these optimistic things and having people think
Who
and how
knows,
he's doing.
man?
And he's saying, and it's looking like he's recovering a little fast. And I guess his doctors, I don't know, Monty, but I've been paying attention.
Of course,
It looks like he's trying to make a little comeback
he
if
is.
we make it to the playoffs.
He is. That's what I mean. Like, I don't know if he said it outright, but he's saying that he didn't want to put any limitations on himself. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? So he's leaving it out there. He's going to little pre-game, little throwing sessions where he's just, letting it rip a little
yeah,
bit.
I see. So the commentator said, "Oh, he looks okay."
Yeah,
I said,
it's
I'm like,
ain't nothing wrong with his arm
he
though. Ain't nothing
ain't
wrong
nothing
with his
wrong with your
arm.
arm. We want to know what's wrong with your leg. We want to
Yeah,
know if you can move your
exactly.
leg. That's what when he
Exactly.
said, "Okay," I'm like, it looks good, Aaron. Yeah, I mean, I know what you're trying to do, but if you are preparing and you feel like you're trying, the doctors you've been working with have thinking that you can recover fast. Now that there's more games in the season,
hmm
the playoffs start a little later now. So that means the normal time where people usually take a whole, but probably football, let's say a whole football year to recover. He got hurt the first game of the season. So by the time people usually be in recovery, playoffs is probably or Super Bowl is already done. But by this time, playoffs is still going to be happening.
Yeah, yeah.
So if he could, depending on if we make it to first round, maybe second, who knows?
Who knows,
Aaron,
man? Who
if
knows?
it's looking like that, yeah, bro. I feel like Aaron is trying to make a little comeback
I
because, like I said, man, sky's the limit with this team, bro.